Oh, man. Oh, my God. Hey, everyone. Film detective here. Sorry if I seem a little, under the weather, so to speak. Stomach kind of hurts. I just had a Cinnabon earlier. Do you know what a Cinnabon is? Let me explain a Cinnabon to those of you with self-respect who just
AFD, did you hear that?
buy shit like that and have no idea what dudes like me are eating. Oh, hey, Reg.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. So, heard the news?
What news?
About Louis C.K. He performed at the Comedy Cellar on Sunday.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yup. Aren't you excited?
Well, of course, yeah.
I figured. You seem to be a fan of his, considering you just stole his whole f***ing bit.
Can't you just let me pretend I'm funny?
No.
So, yeah, everyone, that Louis C.K. comeback
Pun not intended.
might be sooner than expected. For those of you who've been living under a rock since 2017, the beloved comedian stepped out of the public eye in the face of sexual misconduct allegations being leveled against him November of last year. Funnily enough, I actually remembered getting the news. I was sitting in Magic Kingdom. It was around the Christmas season. I was waiting for the parade at the Diamond Horseshoe, and obviously being a big fan of Louis C.K., I was absolutely crushed to find out that these rumors were true.
And that's related to this how exactly?
It isn't.
Because why?
Because I wanted to humble brag about going to Disney casually one day around holiday season, because that's not something a lot of people can do.
God, I hate you.
According to said allegations, CK had a pattern of inviting women to watch him masturbate in private. After the exposure of Harvey Weinstein's crimes and the popularization of the Me Too movement, and years of persisting rumors of CK's own behavior, he penned an apology letter confirming the reports and exiled himself from the comedy world indefinitely. And naturally, CK's business partners and collaborators were quick to distance themselves from him in the face of the shitstorm. The Orchard, who were set to distribute his then upcoming film I Love You Daddy, pulled it from their release schedule. CK bought back the rights from them not long after, and it's gone unseen since.
Except for smarties like myself who just watched the copy that leaked online.
Dude, that's piracy. Like, literal stealing. You're proud of being a thief? I mean, me personally, I wouldn't download a car. Remember it, guys? Remember it?
But you would steal a bit.
Shut up. Netflix pulled his FX series Louie from their streaming lineup and canceled their release of a planned second comedy special. Disney had Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch dub over CK's cameo in an episode of the show. He was dropped from HBO and Jon Stewart's Night of Too Many Stars fundraiser. Illumination cut him from the cast of The Secret Life of Pets 2, replacing him with Patton Oswalt. And TBS completely scrapped his upcoming series The Cops after temporarily suspending production. With Louis being such a revered figure in both the television and comedy world, he had a lot of colleagues and fans that were campaigning for a return in the future, though he of course faced pushback from this in the pro-Me Too crowd, who said he should either take a step back or just quit show business completely. For now, at least, it seems CK's fans got their wish. Just last week, he dropped by the Comedy Cellar in New York and performed a surprise set for an audience that, while definitely caught off guard by his appearance, greeted him with a standing ovation.
So I guess dropping in places unexpectedly to exhibit himself is just Louis' style.
Come on, Reg, be open-minded.
That was a joke, FD.
Oh, okay.
Not that you know, of course. You have more in common with Carlos Mencia than Chris Rock.
Dude. Ouch. Since then, a number of figures in the media and the business have sounded off. Most notably Kathy Griffin, who passionately opposed CK's decision to appear at the club, and Michael Ian Black, who received backlash for seeming forgiveness of the disgraced comic. But which side is right? Should Louis be staging a comeback so soon?
Yes.
No.
Wait, really?
Of course not. Are you kidding me? The dude is a top shelf pervert.
No, Harvey Weinstein is a top shelf pervert. Louis is like, on the middle shelf. The one you could just barely reach, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But look, that doesn't matter. He should not be coming back this soon.
But he should.
But he shouldn't.
But he should.
He shouldn't.
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 Alright! Clearly we aren't going to settle the issue by bickering all day, so how about a debate?
Alright. Yeah, that sounds doable. So, start us off.
I don't want to go first. Too much pressure. What if I embarrass myself?
Yeah, I'm sure all 5 of our regular viewers are gonna be crushed to see you screw up, but whatever. Yeah, sure, I'll start. First, let me lead in by saying I'm a huge Louis C.K. fan. Big time. He's easily my favorite comedian. His body of work has had a major influence on my worldview, my sense of humor, and my stylings as an aspiring writer. I'm not gonna sit here and act all high and mighty and morally superior because that'd be disingenuous. The truth is, no matter how much I wish it weren't the case, if tickets for a show of his were to go on sale right now, I would probably be the first one in line. As controversial as he may be, I can't ever shut him out completely, not even temporarily, but I do get why the larger public may want to, or rather, may need to.
Not even if he, let's say, ransacks your home, fondled your happy parts, and crucified your hamster?
Well, maybe, but... I mean... where do you come up with shit like this? So yeah, while I'd personally love to see him come back sometime soon, I am aware it's up to the rest of the culture, at least in a sense, to cast final judgment. I mean, yeah, obviously because the world is about more than just me and what I want, but in an age where we're tirelessly pushing for changes to the status quo, if we really want to see them come to fruition, we have to justly hold those who offend accountable. Look, now I'm not arguing for or against Me Too here, I try to stay as partisan as I can in conversations like this. All I'm saying is that if we want to see these social movements succeed, we have to enforce them universally no matter who's in the crosshairs.
Well, what if I don't think Louis is being treated fairly?
Please elaborate.
I mean, sure, what Louis did is pretty gross and slimy, but is it anything compared to what Weinstein did? Or Polanski?
That is definitely a fair argument.
I know that. I don't need your approval, for brains.
The consequences of Louis' admission have been a subject of debate since the start. The man practically lost everything he doesn't independently distribute, and I'm sure his wallet took a hit for it. And while I'm not for or against it necessarily,
boo, you radical centrist pussy.
I think it's only fair to admit that's a resolution we should get only after Louis has made amends with himself and the people he's hurt. What Louis needs to do is seek redemption before he can rebuild and reclaim his empire.
But how does he do that? Does he gift each victim $1 million and an all-expensive paid vacation to Isle del Gorgeous?
Honestly, I have no clue how to answer that question. The debate is certainly complex, to put it lightly. I've seen ideas ranging from releasing a special addressing the allegations, retiring completely, restorative justice, and taking a fucking retail job.
Retail? Seriously?
I mean, I guess so.
Nah, I'm not for it. Not for it at all.
Well, why not?
Let me take this over. So, the Me Too narrative is that Louis is part of a breed of dangerous men we should shun due to their heinous crimes and the risk of reoffending, right?
Yeah.
Well, how would getting a job in another field fix that? Especially something as low level as retail. The power of celebrity is universal, and if Louis is the aggressive predator they make him out to be, who's to say he wouldn't pull the same shit there? He'd just have a change of scenery, and God knows most retail workers won't have the cash for legal defense against a multi-millionaire. It's f***ing condescending.
That's actually a really good point. I didn't even consider that.
Privileged liberals being out of touch with the working man? Who'd have thunk it?
So this whole conversation is getting pretty complicated, so how about we take it back to the comeback set everybody's been talking about. This past Sunday, Louis unexpectedly dropped by the Comedy Cellar and performed a surprise set. According to reports, the owner of the venue, Noam Dwarman, said he was given no prior warning of CK's appearance. Dwarman added on by saying CK just went and told the MC that he wanted to go on, and it's pretty much autopilot at that point. It's not an open mic, but it's Louis CK. As previously mentioned, the audience received him warmly, although one customer complained after the show that they felt kind of ambushed by the spontaneous appearance. Dwarman, while acknowledging the set's positive reception, wished CK would have addressed the controversy surrounding his actions head-on, citing it as just the most plain, everyday Louis CK stuff. And that's honestly where my biggest issue lies. As a comedian who's been previously lauded for his introspective material, you'd think he'd at least touch on the allegations in a meaningful way. Dwarman agrees, calling it a missed opportunity for him. He continues, I think that for a man who signed off from the public with this promise to, I've talked for a long time, now I'm going to listen, he created the expectation of, well, now you're back after 9 months, what did you learn? It seems that even in a passive way, he's still flaunting his power over the industry, and it kind of seems like he's learned absolutely nothing since he took his time away.
I mean, I get what you're saying, man. But at the same time, comedians just popping into clubs like that is a regular occurrence. Who are we to keep the man from his livelihood? What makes us the authority?
Well, as the people who consume his product, I think we have the authority to tell him if we want him back or not.
Okay, but why blacklist him completely? Why not let him do his shit and let the free market decide if the return is viable? No, really. That's exactly what capitalism is about. Let Louis shoot for a comeback. Let him come back to comedy and TV and do what he does best. If we're ready to have him back, the numbers will back that up. If not, he'll just fall off the map again. That's the only real way to combat him. So f*** it, let him try. God knows myself and thousands of others miss him. But if we aren't enough, it'll show. And at least for a while longer, the public won't have to worry about Louis C.K. And I mean, he sure has made it hard for us serial masturbators out here.
Oh, come on, man. Wait, I didn't even know you had a dick. But now it's time to open the conversation up to you. Are you ready for a Louis C.K. comeback? Should it be up to his colleagues to let him know he's welcome? Should it be up to his victims? Or should it be up to women as a whole? Let me know down in the comments below, and once again, thanks for watching. I'm the Film Detective, and for now, this case is closed. Kinda. Not really.
Yeah, are you kidding? It's not closed at all.
I don't think this catchphrase is gonna stick.
Probably not. It isn't applicable to every case either.
Shit, you're right. Any ideas for another one?
Nope, I got nothing. But hey, why not just go online and steal one from another YouTuber?
Alright, I'm getting real sick.